Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me. Today we are receiving a channeled message from your ancestors. What do your ancestors want to tell you at this time? I want to let you know that I always set my intentions for your highest and best good. For reading number 1, we have this image. I'll tell you about the cards in the reading, along with Desert Rose. And for reading number 2, we have this image, along with Ruby Kyanite. And for reading number 3, we have this image, along with Sunstone. Let your intuition be your guide. Whichever image or crystal you're most drawn to is probably the reading meant for you. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to 2 or even all 3 of the readings, as there may be additional messages for you there. You'll find a link to all the readings in the description box below, as well as a list of all the cards that I use. And if I have a link where you can find them, I'll include that as well. On November 1st, I'll be giving away a free personalized tarot reading. All you have to do to qualify is give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and type "let's see what good comes out of this" in the comments below. Good luck. Hello, reading number 1. You chose the Desert Rose crystal, which is often used for protection. It creates a protective bubble barrier around the holder and kind of wards off any negative energies. It's also believed to facilitate spiritual growth. And your ancestors want you to protect yourself from the negative influences of others. The card you drew, Gefun, is a goddess who had several children with a giant, and it was forbidden to have sex with a giant, so she was called bad names like women are sometimes. And when you get this card, it's an opportunity for you to work through some karma and find the truth of who you are without the negative influences of others. So already I love the synchronicity of this card being drawn with the crystal, the Desert Rose. Your ancestors want you to find your own truth and to stand strong, to believe in yourself, and to not let what others say define you. Shield yourself from the opinions of others. All right, and it also reminds me of a quote. Let me get it for you. All right, this is by Gianna Crow. I was very young when someone called me sinner. I got curious because in our language there is no such word, so I decided to ask my grandfather about it. He said there is no such thing. Our consciousness does not recognize this kind of word because it was made to manipulate and put guilt in our hearts. There are no sins. What we have are choices, and sometimes we make mistakes. Fear is what people use to take away your freedom. Do not allow anyone to do this to you again. So right away, before we draw any other cards, your ancestors want you to know that it's really important for you to protect yourself from what other people say or believe. Put that protective shield around you. If somebody says something to you that doesn't feel right, doesn't feel good, isn't in alignment with who you are and what you believe, block it out, negate it. Repeat in your mind the truth. so that you can protect yourself from these influences. All right, let's get some oracle cards and see what else your ancestors have to tell you. Already so much, and we're only getting started. Whoa, okay, that was, I guess they're copying me when I say already so much. All right. I think the message is that you're going to feel so much better and more powerful just by beginning this discovery of who you are and blocking out and protecting yourself from outside influences. Purification, Snapdragon, that makes perfect sense. Yes, purify yourself from anything that you've already absorbed. So this can be beliefs. And it's not that anybody is necessarily maliciously trying to put negative energy on you or wishing anything bad for you. These are most likely belief systems that have been part of our culture for generations. And so they are repeating what was said to them, what was modeled for them. And you are coming in to dissolve these beliefs and anchor in new beliefs. So thank you for that. And this is card 41, which reduces to 5. So change. You are facilitating change. You're a bringer of change. The Cayman and Poppy, dreams. This card is about your dreams. The Cayman can stay very still for a long time waiting for its prey. It's like in a trance-like state. And then you have Poppy, which we know can induce visions. So what is your vision? What is your dream? And taking practical steps to begin to realize that dream. You're meant to have it, not just dream about it, but it requires taking practical steps to manifest it. What else does reading number 1's ancestors want them to know at this time? I feel like both of these cards wanted to come out. Mountains, stand your ground, which makes perfect sense with what we got in the very beginning, and standing in your own truth, being as strong as a mountain, and as within, so without, as above, so below, manifesting your dreams, what's in your heart, and realizing it outside. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. So when others repeat what they've been told, repeat what's been modeled for them, and it doesn't align with you, you only need to protect yourself internally. You can walk away from them, don't accept what they say, but your ancestors are guiding you to not engage in a battle with them, is what they're saying. I don't think we need to use as strong of a word, but that's what they're saying. Don't get in a battle with these people. Don't use your energy trying to convince them that these beliefs are outdated. What that does is that depletes your energy. It entangles your energy in that battle. And instead, just with your heart, send that person peace. Say nothing. You don't have to agree or disagree. Say nothing. And in your mind, repeat your own truth. Love that message. Thank you. All right, let's get some tarot cards and see what other messages your ancestors have for you at this time. Oh. All right, we have a 5 of Wands. There's that battle, competition, right? And they're taking my eye to this chicken over here who's not part of this battle, but instead is finding worms, finding seeds, finding knowledge over here. And there's something significant about this deep blue color that the chicken is depicted in. See, he or she, the chicken, is using its energy to find what it needs to nourish itself and distancing itself from this battle, from this entanglement. Justice, balance, bringing balance to the situation. Remember I said that with this card, you have an opportunity to balance your karma. And really what this means is if you listen to or read about karma, if you listen to videos about it, or read about karma and have a good understanding of it, it's not somebody did something to you in a past life and now there's an energy to do that back to them, whether it was good or bad. It's more about logical consequences and lessons that we're learning. Remember, there are only choices. And so with this Justice card, there's some lesson that you're learning. There's some cycle, pattern, energy that you're understanding and you're mastering so that you don't repeat the lesson. This is the karma that you're balancing, is you're not going to repeat some situation, some circumstance anymore, because you are now coming to an understanding and you know how to navigate this energy. You're balancing it. You're not entangled with it anymore. You're not battling it. You're balancing it. The Sun. This is bliss, joy, happiness, success. Yeah, you are successfully balancing this karma and experiencing as a result joy, bliss, spiritual evolution. Look at how his head is radiating like the sun. You've gained wisdom. There's some wisdom. The wisdom, part of the wisdom is not engaging anymore in these small little debates. And even what they're telling me is protecting yourself from the news. You know, we can really get entangled in big things that many times are not truths anyways. What many times is presented to us as news is already has an agenda to manipulate or influence our perceptions with false or twisted information. And so your ancestors are asking you to even distance from these types of things. Fill your mind with positive thoughts, positive visions. Think about who you want to be. What feels right for you? What is your authentic self, your true self? What other messages does reading number one's ancestors have for them at this time? All right, give me one moment. All right, I do love these cards, but we have to follow the YouTube guidelines. The Lovers. The Lovers is all about harmony. And you know what they're telling me is make love, not war. But the idea is to lead with love and not be concerned about being right. Again, not entangling in these little battles, these struggles, these butting of heads, these conversations that really nothing positive comes out of them. And instead, being your authentic self, which is absolutely beautiful, being positive, this childlike innocence, keeping the peace, standing your ground in your mind, not allowing in any outside influences, creating that protective shield around you. And even this energy is like protecting the mind. There's no negativity coming in to this mind. It's protected by this positive energy and harmonizing the energy within yourself so that without yourself, you begin to see that harmony in your relationships and in others. Beautiful. Wow. I absolutely love your message. Your ancestors were ready to communicate right off the bat before we even started drawing any additional cards. Wonderful. Reading number one, I'm so happy for you. Please let me know how this resonates with you. I love to read your comments and see the connections that you make between the readings, the cards, what's going on in your life. And I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number two. You chose the heart-shaped ruby kyanite, which increases our love, compassion. It balances our emotions, vitalizes them. It clears our auric energy field and allows us to communicate clearly. It increases our intuition and improves our psychic development. It reduces stress and helps us to manifest positive things in our life. And it helps with our spiritual growth and transformation. And the card you chose is Jotunheimer, which we see here, a big person and a little person. These are the giants. Jotunheimer is a giant person. And if you receive this card, it means that you are going to begin to move to the edge of your reality, have your mind expanded. You may even meet a person that helps to facilitate this. What's interesting is that reading number one got Gefyun, which is a woman that had children with several giants. So there could possibly be a message for you there. I'll let you know if I notice any other correlations between this reading and reading number one. All right, let's draw some oracle cards and see what other messages your ancestors have for you at this time. Reading number two. What messages does reading number two's ancestors have? Trust, Basil. And they're really showing me this eye, your eye opening. You beginning to trust in the river of life, the flow of energy. beginning to open up to that flow, seeing things in a new way. Something that feels magical is about to happen. What message does reading number 2's ancestors have for them at this time? Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Yeah, that makes sense. So again, this could be through another person or just through your own experiences. But you are going to begin to trust in yourself, trust in the universe. And if you already do, this is validation of that, and it's going to expand. Remember, this is an expansion of your mind that's taking place. So even if you're already a very open-minded and spiritual person, it's going to broaden. See beyond the current situation. Wow, what great confirmation of this message, reading number 2. Your mind, your spiritual growth is really just exploding. It's an exponential amount of growth that you're experiencing now or you're about to experience. Your ancestors are with you and they want you to know this is meant to be. You're protected. There's nothing to be scared of. They're also asking you to see the big picture and not to focus on the details. The Hare and Oak, new opportunity. Wow. Okay. I am really just fascinated by your message already, reading number 2. Let's get some tarot cards and see what other messages we can get. What messages does reading number 2's ancestors have for them at this time? We have 10 of Wands, the end of a burden, the completion of a cycle. Queen of Wands. I love that following the 10 of Wands. She really reminds me of Wonder Woman, this Amazon. Perhaps the person that you meet is a tall person. Now, this could be in physical form, that you meet a tall person that helps. They may just give you some little bit of information, or you may actually develop a temporary relationship where they help you, again, they help to facilitate this transformation, this growth, this spiritual understanding in you. Or this could be a spiritual being on the spiritual plane that comes in and ushers in this expansion. Wow. Princess of Wands. Look at all of these wands. Now, wands are action, their passion, and their spirituality. So I've seen a lot of spiritual growth. And I'm seeing you learning, being curious, learning from someone. It seems in the past you had struggles, and these struggles are coming to an end. You're starting to have this understanding about why you experience these quote-unquote struggles, and you're seeing them as lessons and understanding the strength that you gained, the resilience you gained in carrying these burdens and dealing with these lessons. And now you're much stronger, you're curious, you're open, you have this childlike faith and vitality restored within you. And the 8 of Pentacles. Here you are refining your spiritual abilities, your magical abilities, and anchoring them into the earth, manifesting something. Remember, we talked about the Kyanite, the ruby Kyanite, helping you to positively manifest things. Wow, I love your message, reading number 2. In addition to this spiritual growth, you are definitely creating something. We see this fire behind the Queen of Wands. And here we see you forging something in fire, these golden stars. So I see that this lesson or lessons are being completed, and you're taking the wisdom, the strength, the resilience from these lessons, and you're meeting someone, again, either on the spiritual plane or in the physical plane. This is a general reading, so take it as it resonates. For some of you, it is a tall person that you will meet in 3D, like an Amazon, a tall person. And for others, this is a spiritual being larger than life that's going to inspire you to begin this new creative journey, this new creative project where you will create something physical, something tangible. Wow. I absolutely love it. I mean, you have here the hare and oak. The hare is about fertility and the oak is long lasting. So you're beginning something that's going to be abundant for you, but also long lasting. The basil is also a symbol of prosperity. So I see you beginning something that's going to be very prosperous. And we have 21 up here, which reduces to 3, and we have a 3 over here. 3 is the magic number. This is mind, body, and spirit in alignment. Wow, and I just feel this power. I feel you just being so creative and powerful, empowered. This vitality returning to you. Reading number 2, please let me know how this resonates. I love your reading. I love reading your comments and how you connect the readings, the cards with what's going on in your life. I love hearing the things that you see in the images and the connections that you make. You're always welcome to reach out to me for additional guidance by connecting with me through my website. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose the Sunstone, which protects against stress and negativity. It shines light in dark places and dissolves fears and doubts. And if you hear that pitter patter, that's Torvi. You can see her on Instagram. The Sunstone increases our independence, originality, our confidence. It attracts success, a very positive, optimistic energy. You also chose the card Vanaheimer, which is a place, it's one of the realms, and it's a place that's wild, that has no boundaries. It's rich with life and beauty. The Vanir live there. And drawing this card means that you are entering a phase of creativity. And not just a phase of creativity, you are about to give birth to something. You're about to create something. Love that. All right, let's get some oracle cards and see what other messages your ancestors have for you at this time. Reading number 3. What messages? All right. Grounding. Potato. You know, what is coming to mind is planting seeds. That you're planting seeds. And some of you may actually be creating a garden, connecting to the earth, standing on the earth, barefoot, absorbing the earth's magical energy, allowing it to flow through you. But definitely planting seeds. You can do this as a ritual, of course, with intentions that align with what you want, what else you want to create in your life. What I see is that not only are you creating something tangible, but you are creating something spiritual. Let's get some more clues. Wise one, grow within your current situation. Druid, hold the space. You know, when I drew that potato card, the first thing that popped in my mind was, I love potatoes. If you love potatoes, please put that in the comments, because I heard that loud and clear, but also I do love potatoes. It just reminds me of Lord of the Rings when Sam says, mash them, boil them, fry them, stick them in a stew, whatever it is that he says. You know, they're so versatile. So perhaps you are creating something versatile, something that can be used in many ways. It could be a tool that you can use for many things. But I'm definitely getting this versatile message. All right, the salamander in black pepper, inspiration. And the salamander is a symbol of creativity. So here we have more creativity. All right, let's draw some tarot cards and see what other message your ancestors have for you at this time. Reading number 3. What message does reading number 3's ancestors have for them at this time? Strength. So interesting that this comes out underneath the grounding potato. So I feel like potatoes give you strength. The magician creating something. Wow. What I'm hearing is that there is something in your life that may feel uncomfortable. And this could be something that just recently happened. It may not be current, but what I see is growing within your current situation. This situation that feels uncomfortable is building your strength, bringing you clarity, and giving you the inspiration to create something. You have the strength, the resources, the wisdom to create something. Two of Wands. We see here somebody holding these two staffs or two wands. So it's like you're taking two different elements or two different energies and bringing them together to create something new. Someone here may be actually birthing a baby or thinking about getting pregnant. Of course, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest for others, but definitely there's two forces coming together, two elements coming together to create something. And just know, if you're not pregnant or thinking about getting pregnant, it is this huge kind of energy that's coming into your life at this time. Something that changes your life as much as having a child changes your life. The High Priest. Wow. I feel for many of you, what you are merging, what you're bringing together is something in your physical life with something in your spiritual life, your spiritual understanding. You're merging the magician and the high priest together. Remember, I said that the Sunstone increases your confidence. Because it's connected to the sun, it's connected to our solar plexus, our personal power. Its orange color connects to our sacral chakra, our center of creativity. And what you are combining is your inner strength, your personal power, your inner wisdom with your spirituality. You're combining these and you're leading with that. You're making decisions with that. You're viewing the world from this place of spirituality, strength, resourcefulness, power, and you're creating with that. Wow. This is very inspiring. And what you are creating with this combination is stability. This groundedness, this stability of the potato. That kind of energy. Wow. Reading number 3. I'm so excited for you. Please let me know how this resonates. I love to hear how you connect the message to your personal life. You're always welcome to reach out to me for additional guidance if you feel you need it. You can reach me through my website. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.